Dear Chartered Accountants, working professionals, and students in the domains of Indian auditing, accounting, and the tax and regulatory space, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing Chartered Accountant.
Daily news and updates for 11th October 2023. In a significant development, the Central Board of Direct Taxes issued Circular number 17/2023 on October 9, 2023, shedding light on crucial audit report requirements under Section 119 of the Income Tax Act 1961. This circular is poised to impact financial reporting practices for the assessment year 23-24. The central focus of this circular is to provide explicit guidance regarding the reporting of substantial contributors in Form number 10B or 10BB, a key aspect of financial audits conducted for the assessment year 23-24. Substantial contributors are individuals or entities whose yearly contributions exceed the threshold of Rs 50,000. The government is closely monitoring the conflict between Israel and Hamas as it assesses the potential impact on multiple fronts, including oil price rise, capital outflows, and a further strengthening of the dollar, as investors could flock to safe haven assets in case of a wider configuration. However, the conflict doesn't yet pose any major threat as the country's macro fundamentals remain strong, according to a senior official in the finance ministry. After panic signals on Monday, stocks rebounded on Tuesday, Brent crude oil shed some gains, and the rupee partly recovered and remained only a tad lower against the greenback than the October 6th pre-war levels, as markets began to gauge the precise impact of the conflict in the absence of any fresh trigger point. India added a record number of companies and limited liability partnerships in the first half of this fiscal, reflecting a growing optimism about the country's business climate and economic growth prospects over the medium to long term, despite near-term external headwinds. As many as 120,966 companies and LLPs were incorporated between April and September, up 11.4% from 108,583 a year before, according to the latest data compiled by the MCA. The Supreme Court has held that the restaurants are not subject to service tax for take-away food orders and sharing premises with an associated enterprise. While considering a civil appeal, the Supreme Court upheld the ruling of the Central Excise Service Tax Appellate Tribunal and dismissed the appeal preferred by the Tax Department against the ruling of the SESTAT as without merit. While the issue relates to the pre-goods and service tax era, experts note that the Supreme Court ruling has significant implications for the much debated issue of service tax on takeaway food.
This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.